This Faceless YouTube channel wasn't even monetized 2 months ago, but fast forward to today and it's making almost $8,000 per month. This is the channel of one of my students, Asmae, who in just 2 months went from a complete beginner to making $8,000 a month with the Faceless YouTube channel. How old's your channel? When, like 2, 3 weeks old maybe?
Yeah, like that, yeah. I started
That's
uploading like 10 days ago.
She made this much money. The month's not even done yet, and you can see that there's no comparison available because this is her first full month of being monetized on this Faceless YouTube channel. So in this video, I'm going to be revealing everything from how we picked the niche, how we grew this channel so fast, and I'm going to even reveal the systems that we built specifically for Asmae's channel. That way it runs completely on autopilot, and she only has to spend 2 hours a day working on this. So now let's get into the video. So this is Asmae's channel dashboard, and just to start off, I'm going to go ahead and start with the refresh just so you guys can see everything. We even go to settings right here, and you can see I don't even have permissions because again she has me as a viewer on the channel, but this is in USD. And in her first month, literally $6,800. And you can see that she's not only made this amount of money, but it's the fact also that her views aren't even that crazy high. And the reason is we go to analytics, we go to revenue over here. You can see it. She actually has a crazy RPM of $11.91, which if you know anything about YouTube, especially long form content, anything above $10 RPM is really, really good. And so again, I'm going to break down everything, how we pick this niche, how we're able to get these higher RPMs, and how you could potentially do the same thing for your channel. So starting off with Asmae's channel, the niche is in the police body cam space. A lot of you guys know body cam, interrogation, true crime documentaries, things like that. This channel and her channel is specifically in this niche, and we did this for an exact reason. The main reason why this niche is different and why it works so well is because most people don't know how to get into it, which is point number one on this niche. Everyone watching this video has at one point seen a body cam channel and have wanted to get into it, but it's pretty much impossible unless you know how to figure it out, which obviously I do, and I pass it down to Asmae, and obviously she's killing it so far. Another thing with this niche is not specifically police body cam, but when you do it the right way, the RPM is way higher compared to other niche. If you get into kids content, gaming channels, reactions, anything like that, you're under a $5 RPM, and RPM is how much you're paid per 1,000 views, again, which I just touched on with Asmae's channel. She's sitting at $11.91 per 1,000 views, which is crazy. And you can even see on the graph right here, if we go back to overview, she's not getting that many views every single day, maybe 20, 30,000 on average. But when you go and you look at the revenue of that, she's making $400, $440, $350, $380, $200. She's averaging close to $200 to $300 a day consistently, and it's only the first month of monetization on her channel. And another reason why this niche works so well is other niches have $2 to $3 average RPMs, like I was just saying, but hers and the uniqueness of it actually is a big reason why it's above $10 RPM, because again, most body cam, most channels in this space have around a $7 to maybe $8 RPM. But we managed to actually make her channel super unique, and that's the reason why she's able to get lower views but make crazy amounts of money, because the RPMs are higher. And I'm going to show you one of her most popular videos, which is a little bit more of a recent one. You can see this video hasn't even been out for 30 days yet. And again, because we were able to formulate a crazy foundation with this video only has 240,000 views. Like, I wouldn't even say this is viral. It's a good video and it has a lot of views, but it's not even viral. And this video has made $3,000. So literally half of her monthly paycheck that she's going to be receiving here in a couple days is coming from this one video. And again, you check the RPM for this video specifically, like look at the CPM. We don't really look at CPM, but this is just crazy to see $28. And of course, the RPM is usually 45% of the CPM, which equates to $13.47. Again, totaling in over $3,000 from this. And you can see on the right side as well, this video is still getting pushed out despite being out for already almost 30 days. Crazy browse features, last 60 minutes, 500 views, and she's just consistently getting paid from this every single hour. What we set up for Asmae on this channel was focusing on the foundation before volume. Right now, she's actually facing a little bit of a problem. If I go back to the dashboard, you can see that she's actually been uploading way more recently, and she's been doing daily uploads for the past like 3 or 4 days. And so I actually called it out and I told her, I said, hey, look, you need to focus more on quality over volume, especially because audience fatigue is real. You need to build a foundation, SOPs, you need to have everything documented, and you want to focus, especially when she has these longer videos, like 40, 50, even hour-long videos, you want to focus on quality rather than just throwing things at the board and trying to hope for your next viral video, essentially. So we focus on the foundation before volume, and the reason is that because everything is structured, and that way we can have more predictable types of channels and types of videos. If you look at channels like Dr. Insanity, Midwest Safety, Police Activity, their worst video gets like a few million views, and it's because they're not just spam posting because they can, because again, audience fatigue is real. When you lose that viewer's trust, that's when they start to go away and they go, okay, well, they upload every day. When they used to upload 2 times a week, the quality was there. It was a crazy good video. It was more like in depth. There was a way more editing, but now that they do every day, it's just, they don't don't want to trust you as much and they don't want to watch it. So right now, everything in the whole operation runs through Trello. Now, these different things aren't just going to make you rich or going to make your channel blow up to $6,800 in the first month of monetization. You can even see, like, literally within the first few days of getting monetized, she had an $800 day, which August 3rd is only 77,000 views. Like, if she has a video or a day where she gets 500,000 views, like, that's $5,000. Like, that's just crazy, and it's so doable as well. So I'm super excited to see that. But back to this Miro board, just having Trello and just copying word for word what I'm saying isn't going to guarantee you success and isn't going to just, again, set you up for thousands of dollars a month. Trello is something that we use as a workflow and an organizer because these are different parts, these key different components all play into organization, quality checks. Everything is organized and documented. That way there's quality and that way there's consistency with every single upload. Her video that she posted right here, let's check to see how much this one made. 170,000 views, $1,900 made. This is also similar style and a similar hook retention, similar everything to this video as well that did $3,000, 240,000 views. And the reason that is because, again, we have everything documented. We have, here's how the hook should go. Here's what the thumbnail must include. It must include a red circle, a red arrow, this text, this person in the thumbnail. We have everything very documented. That way, every position and every part knows exactly what they're doing, and there's consistency overall with the channel. And again, every video moves through the same pipeline. You guys always hear me say this, but every single video and every channel you have operates in different sequences. So first off, for the body cam channel and her specifically as well, step number 1 is getting the footage. Step number 2 would be to write the scripts, figuring out what footage you're going to cut out, what footage is necessary, what's needed. Step 3 would be editing. Step 4 would be thumbnail. Step 5 essentially would be the posting and actually uploading the video on YouTube. And so every video moves through the same pipeline. Again, she doesn't have a huge team. She has a team of like 3 people, an editor, scriptwriter, thumbnail designer, and obviously someone that's also helping with getting the footage. But aside from that, everything goes through the same pipeline, and that's why we're able to have these consistencies. And again, her channel isn't even blown up yet. Yes, she has a few viral videos. Like her biggest video, I think, is at 800,000 views, but there's nothing here that screams millions of views, and that's why she's making this much. We're just able to understand an audience and sub niche down in a way that way we can target the right audience, meaning you need less views in order to get paid way more money. Listen to me carefully real quick. I am opening a few spots and taking more people in my one-on-one program where you have direct access to me and get one-on-one calls regularly. I'll help you build and scale your own Faceless YouTube channel from scratch, just like I did for many of my students, including Asmae, whose channel I'm reviewing in this video. I've helped multiple students scale from 10K to 20K. You can see I have other videos with Bargov and Jordy and a bunch of other students' testimonials. And even one of my top students, whose name is Priti, who made $46,000 in a single month, all with Faceless YouTube automation, as you can see right here in this screenshot. So if you're interested at all and you're serious and you know that you're going to put in the effort, then click the link in the description and apply. Now back to the video. The next biggest thing that we did for Asmae's channel that genuinely helped her hit these consistent viral videos. Let me actually show you Asmae's most popular video where it has 900,000 views. The only thing that sucks with this is that she wasn't monetized before then, and you can see it died off pretty quickly just after 13 days. It pretty much has flatlined. You can see she's unfortunately only made $17 from this, but obviously if we take the same $10 RPM and we put it in this video, which this video is shorter, so it wouldn't have had a $10 RPM, but she missed out on thousands of dollars. But it just is how it works. And the good news is though, is that it built up the audience, and this one video, even though she didn't get paid from it a lot, it actually built up the audience, built up the foundation, and showed viewers what her channel is essentially about. And so when she had this blow up video, I told her the first thing she needs to do is double down on what's working. This video is around a 17-18 minute video, and now she's only putting videos that are 30, 40, 50 minute and hour long types of videos. And a lot of times you hear people say, oh, just make longer videos, and longer videos lead to higher RPMs, which they do, but you don't just want to drag a video out just for the sole purpose of increasing your RPM, because again, you only want to increase and make your videos longer when it actually is able to do so the right way. Because again, if you're just making your videos longer, stretching it in, leaving boring parts that people are going to skip or just click off your video, that's not going to lead to a higher RPM. So what we did, and for Asmae specifically, I told her, in order, if this video got 900,000 views and it's 17 minutes, imagine we just did that on a video that's 40 minutes long, 50 minutes long, 60 minutes long. And of course, you had to get essentially a better team for that. But the overall point is double down on what's working. Don't try and reinvent the wheel. Don't try and be this whole unique unicorn in the body cam space. Just figure out what people want, what they want to see. And it was very easy, especially for me, because I've been in the body cam space for a while now. And so I helped her with that. And of course, Asmae has done her own research. She's actually taken the action and put in work herself. So it's not like she's just listening to me and just, okay, like a robot, right? She's actually been killing it. She's crushing it on her own. And you can see, obviously, the results reflect that. And this next part, which is SOPs, which you guys hear me mention a lot, this is going to help on you doubling down what's already working for your own channel. And so essentially what an SOP is, it stands for standard operating procedure. And basically the SOPs came straight from her viral videos. Now, if you don't have viral videos or you don't have really much to go off of, you look at competitor channels, what works for them typically. And even though you can't see the stats of their YouTube videos, you can see the numbers they pulled. And obviously you can go through comments, which comments are a huge telling thing, which no one in the YouTube automation space talks about, but you can go through competitors' comments, even your own comments, and people leave direct feedback. Just think of the last time you've actually ever left a comment on a YouTube video. It was probably years ago, if ever, because most people don't actually, they just watch and consume content for either value or entertainment, and they move on with their day. So if people are actually leaving you, whether it's positive or negative feedback, you need to listen to that and incorporate that in your SOPs. If it's negative feedback, you need to figure out if it's actually more than one person saying the same thing, so you could change it, or you can see if it's a double down and it's a positive thing, and you can actually implement that inside the SOPs for your standard operating procedure, which are essentially just requirements that your channel and your videos need to have consistently throughout every video. So let me show you what this looks like live with one of the SOPs that we actually did for Asmae. And I'm not going to show you the actual SOP, but if I just click on this video, that's a top performer. We go to reach right here. Her CTR, despite having 2.1 million impressions, which obviously is a lot, you can see right here, the CTR was very, very high, of like high 9s, even 8s. And of course, as you get more impressions, as you get more data, it's only going to go down. That's like a very obvious thing. And so it's not that her thumbnails trash or her titles got worse. It's just, again, as you get more data and it gets shown to more people, the CTR is 100% going to drop. Same thing with the average view duration. If we actually take a look at her average view duration, you can see right here, this is a 56-minute video, and she has a hook retention in the first 30 seconds. 75% of people are still watching past the 30-second mark, which, if you don't know, your hook is very, very important, because your overall idea could be good and your video could be good. The editing, everything could deliver on the original idea that they clicked on for. But if your hook is bad and it doesn't give them a reason to continue watching, or if you don't set like a payoff, then people are going to click off. And you can see this retention graph is super, super strong. Obviously, it declines as time goes. But again, when people are watching for 56 minutes, almost an hour, like, this shows YouTube that people genuinely like this. And that's why it has so many views, and it's continuing to get pushed out, and she's able to make a shit ton of money from this. The average view duration was 17 minutes long. So on average, out of the 243,000 people that clicked on it, on average, they're watching for 17 minutes each, which equates to, in percentages, 30%, which I don't really look at the average percentage viewed, because it depends on your duration, your audience, ton of factors. I like to just look at average view duration, and of course the hook retention here, which is 75%, which is crazy. So now what we did is, for the SOPs, we looked at the hook, we looked at what she showed, what the team did with the editing, the hook, what was included. Did we show a payoff of, hey, keep watching for XYZ so you can understand the story, the case better, the footage? And so of course that's when we actually start to build out the SOP. Same thing over here on her actual biggest viral video. You can see this is a shorter video, so of course the average view duration and the percentage is going to be a little bit different, but she had a hook retention of 66%. Now of course it's going to drop down again as you get more and more views, and the fact that this video has 900k views definitely played a factor into that. But there were similarities if you were to watch these videos, which I'm not going to leak her channel, but her hooks and the thumbnails and the title structures have very similarities. It obviously just depends on the case, and we just structure that and title that and change it accordingly. And again, for every position of these channels, there's different SOPs. The script writing has an SOP, the hook has an SOP, editing has an SOP, thumbnail has an SOP, every single thing, even the cases that she's researching and uploading on her channel. It's not just random stuff. It's not like a DUI or someone got pulled over for not wearing a seatbelt. It's very structured cases where her channel sticks out, and it's almost like people are watching a Netflix episode. So for thumbnails specifically, we found out and looked at and noticed that, like, red arrows, circles, things where it grabs your attention and like almost screams urgency and curiosity, that definitely worked for her thumbnail. So now what do we do in every thumbnail? We of course include those different elements. And of course we're always testing things, right? I've touched on this in my other videos, but we try to do 70% of doubling down, honing in on what's already working, and just keep doing that. And of course we're doing like 30% of testing new things, new hook structures, new things like that. And we're documenting everything. That way we have data to go back on, and we can actually look at, okay, we tested this, did it work, did it not work, and why? So we're not just, you know, hey, this works, let's just spam it until it doesn't work. We're doing that, of course, but we're always trying to improve and increase the average view length, the hook retention, the CTR, everything, and just better formulate what these audiences and what her channel specific audience wants. And that goes into the next topic, which is understanding your audience. Now this is super, super important. You should have been taking notes this whole video, because this is a masterclass, and she made literally $0 a month ago, and now now she's at $7,000, and she's going to end this month close to $8,000 to $10,000. So you should have 100% been taking notes already. But understanding your audience is super, super key. And the main thing with her audience, if we go to the audience tab and we scroll down, you can see that the device type here is 58% of the views from the last 28 days. 58% have came from TV. And if you know anything about TV viewers or YouTube, TV people either binge watch, they watch longer type of videos. And so that's what you have to incorporate as well. There's 30% of the mobile phone, barely any from computers and tablets. Most of her viewers are coming from the TV. And since she had over 500,000 views this month, 58% is still around 250 to 300,000 viewers are watching her content on the TV, which again, TV viewers are like Netflix viewers. They want to watch longer things. They're not really skimming through videos. They're not doom scrolling on their reels and on their phone, right? When you have mobile phone audience, they typically watch like 8 to 15 minute videos, but people, and especially the age demographic too, like if we go ahead and check this out, you can see right here that 72% are from the US. So again, obviously it's a body cam channel, so there's going to be more relatability here, but that's also why these videos do so well, is because there's shock factor, there's shock value. It's a real body cam case. And so when people are able to relate to it, and we either use different keywords or cities and states like that as well, it stands out even more because people are like, wow, that happened just down the road, or, you know, that's a real life thing. And also with checking ages right here, you can see that from 25 to even like 64, even 65 plus. Like, that's the cool thing with body cam content, is anybody can watch these videos. There's not like made for 18-year-old plus, obviously, like that's ideal, but like you can watch and have any type of audience range, male, female. You can see we actually have a huge female audience because we also trigger emotions and thumbnails. Again, with titles, there should be like very trigger words. You should be able to use like urgency, curiosity, and we use trigger keywords and trigger things in the thumbnail. And again, females are typically more emotional, so they gravitate more towards this. And of course, we don't do it in a negative way. It's just understanding your audience and understanding like psychology when it comes to keywords and what gets people to click. And understanding the audience and also making these, and understanding that we have TV viewers for a lot of her audience. That's why we're also able to increase the length. Because again, she uploaded a 17-minute video, got almost 1 million views, but it wasn't long enough. These people wanted double, triple, quadruple times the length. And then people try to shorten the videos for more retention. You know, most people, if you ask them, hey, would you rather take 50% view duration on a 10-minute video or 30% on a 20-minute? They'd say 50% on a 10-minute, but they don't understand the percentages don't really matter because, like I said, there's tons of factors. 5% average view duration on a 10-hour video is way better than 50% on a 10-minute video, because 5% of 10 hours, I don't know what the math is on that, but it's way more, and it shows YouTube that, hey, people are watching for like 20 minutes on average. Like, that's crazy. So don't shorten your videos for retention percentages. And that's why we actually were able to do the opposite. And again, her channel has been absolutely killing it. The dashboard is just crazy. The fact that she's able to get this many views, and you can see like not all of her videos go viral. Like this recent video right here, it's been out for a day. It's still a newer video, but the average view duration is crazy. 19 minutes and 22 seconds is just nuts. But you can see right here, like this isn't a viral video just yet, even though it is a newer one. But the fact that we're understanding her audience, we know that they're TV viewers, we're understanding what they want more and more. The next month in September, she's literally going to be able to go from like $10,000 to $15,000 a month. And it's going to be crazy because her channel literally just before August, a few days in August, she wasn't even monetized. Like this is insane how fast and rapid her growth is, but it's because we're understanding the audience. The RPMs are higher, her videos are longer, and we're delivering on what people in this audience and what people in this niche want. And so my overall final advice, if you're trying to have your own YouTube channel like this, again, you can see that she literally was barely getting views. And then you could see just rapid growth, 77,000 views at her top day. And her top day revenue wise has been $800. Her first day of monetization, you could see basically was $360 in July. And now she's averaging around $300 to $400 a day. She's going to end the month of August around $8,000, which is absolutely insane. So my final advice for anyone watching this is keep your ego down. That's something that I noticed with Asmae. Is we didn't even initially start with a body cam channel. She initially had a psychology channel. We ran that for a month. She spent a few $100s, but she knew that because she hired me as her mentor that, okay, just listen to Chris, do what he's saying. And of course, like I'm saying, she's not a robot. Like she had to do her own research. She had to take action and do these things herself. I can't make anybody do anything, right? You guys watching this, even if you take notes, you might still scroll Instagram reels and watch TikTok videos after this. Like you have to implement what you're actually learning and the knowledge that you gain from this. So Asmae's absolutely been killing it, but she's also made it because she listened to what I said. Again, I can't force anyone to do anything, but when I'm telling, hey, Asmae, do this, let's fix this. Again, I told her, hey, let's cut down on doing everyday videos and let's focus on quality and let's do like 3 to 4 times a week. She said, okay, we'll do. And what are we doing now? She's not doing every single day videos because of the audience fatigue fatigue, and clearly it's showing in the past views that she's uploaded on her past videos. And another thing is, even though I'm doing well for myself and I still make a lot of money from YouTube automation, I'm still constantly learning. There's still people better than me. And again, every niche and every audience require different things. So like, even though I have a wide experience of doing body cam, kids gaming, reaction, a bunch of different things, and just overall experience on YouTube, because I've been doing this for 9 years, there's still niches or things that I have to learn and that I can still be better at, right? Like, I'm not the best faceless YouTube long form guy ever. And I'm constantly learning. I'm getting more into AI channels now. And of course, that's what I'm also helping Asmae with, is potentially get down the line, scale this. And again, Q4 is going to be crazy. The RPMs are going to go higher, but the main point and one of my final advices for anyone watching this is literally just never stop learning. Because again, even if you think that, oh, I want to be in Chris's position, just know that when you hit my exact position, you're making a lot of money already. You can always still expand it. And it's not having a limited mindset, and you can chase 100,000 a month, 200,000, 500,000 a month, right? Like, you can really own a few good channels and make so much money. You've seen at the top, Midwest Safety, Police Activity, Code Blue Cam, those body cam channels, they make like several hundred thousands a month off one singular channel. So imagine you had like 3 to 5 very good channels like that. You could make crazy amounts per month. So that's how we ended up scaling Asmae's channel from completely beginner, from $0 to $8,000 a month in her first month of monetization so fast. Now, I want to be completely honest, because most of you have never even earned $1 from Faceless YouTube yet, or have even seen growth just like Asmae's channel has. And a solid reason why she was able to hit this revenue and make a lot of money so fast is because Asmae had one-on-one access directly to me. So I made sure that she didn't focus on any of the wrong things, and she wasn't trying to speed up her success. And I personally helped scale her. So if you want the same help just like Asmae did and potentially see similar results as well, and you want me to help you one-on-one, then you can apply through the link below in the description. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.